Back in the 1880s, there was no water here. This is named Bear Valley, named by a fellow named Benjamin Davis Wilson. And he's got sort of an interesting story because Ben Wilson was like 7 or 8 years old. He was orphaned back in Tennessee, but he had a entrepreneurial spirit, had a BB gun. He lived with his grandma. He'd go out and shoot squirrels and rabbits, and he'd sell their furs to friends and people passing by, and got to liking that business so much.
I got it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Just tell us about.
By the time he was in his 20s, he opened up a full-blown trapping company up in Yazoo City, Michigan, for much bigger animals, of course. And from there, he moved on to Utah. And in 1845, and understand now, in 1845, California was not a state; it was Mexican territory at the time. In 1845, he was one of the very first pioneers, along with the Mormons, to come up in horse-drawn wagons over the mountains and down the valleys of San Bernardino and the Basin. And he'd saved up enough money up in Michigan. He saved up $1,000 to buy some property, which today we call Riverside, California.
Nice.
Not a bad deal. And he was commissioned by the Mexican government to be in charge of Indian affairs because the Indians, the pirates especially, were arresting a lot of horses and cattle from the ranches down below. And he was told on one occasion to get 21 of his men from his ranch. And what was that? What was that? Huh? Could you get it for me? I'll take it. I'll put it in the...
Sorry.
Oh, okay. He was told to get 21 of his men from his ranch and chase the pirates up to Santa Ana Wash. And Santa Ana Wash is basically Highway 38, if you know that area over there, Highway 38. Well, they came up and all of a sudden got to the peak up here and looked down and saw this beautiful valley, no water in it. But then one of the guys thought he saw the grizzly bears. So these old cowboys, they said, hey, forget the Indians for a while, let's go get some grizzlies. So they teamed up in pairs of two, they went riding off on their horses, got their lassos out, and they lasso these grizzly bears and play with them. If you can imagine, these guys had to be so tough. And when you're playing with a grizzly, you better darn well kill it.
Yeah.
And they took 11 grizzly pelts back to the camp that they set up here, spent the night and thought, you know, that was so much fun, let's do it again tomorrow. And the next day they went, and with the very same results. Those teams of 11 got 11 grizzlies, played with them, killed them, brought them back. So when they went back down to their ranch, the point of the story is when they went back down to their ranch on the third day, without the Indians, of course, they had 22 grizzlies in 2 days. Had me then Wilson stood up something like this on this side of the valley and said, guys, we just have to name this Bear Valley. So I got the name Bear Valley. That's all. Now, in 1850, California became a state. And Ben Wilson became the first mayor of Los Angeles. He designed a town, you probably know about it because we have a Rose Parade and a football game there every January. And he also donated the land for a little college down in LA, which we don't know what it was called then, but today it's called USC.
Ah.
I think you could say this little 11-year-old orphan did okay at her coast. Yeah. That's something. That's how we got Bear Valley up here. You know, in 1882, a fellow named Frank Brown rode up there from Redlands, and Frank's got a good story too. Frank was an engineer from Yale University, and how he found his way from New Haven, Connecticut to Redlands, California, I don't know, but he was a mayor of Redlands. Rode up with a couple of his buddies, saw this beautiful valley, and they thought, you know what, guys? If we could just stand this valley and we would water for our citrus crops for all year long, rather than just spring and early summer. And back in the 1880s, you can believe that citrus was the single biggest industry in the entire state of California. Citrus. Well, he designed a dam, and his buddies all that, and said it wouldn't work because, first of all, it was totally made out of rock. They said the first earthquake's going to take it out, but it hasn't. And it was only about 3 or 4 feet wide at the top, and they said the first bad winter with about a half a foot of ice is going to bust that up, and again, it hasn't. And when the lake filled in 1884, and understand it fell strictly from snowmelt, pointing out there, snowmelt, runoff, and rain. That's all the surface of the lake. It was the world's largest man-made lake at the time, and considered the 8th wonder of the world for many, many years to come, as a matter of fact. Yeah. But that's how we got the lake, and it's used strictly for recreation. Pirate ship, I heard you talking about that. And we don't own the water. The city of Redlands still owns the water for their crops. But we buy them water from the aqueduct, I believe it is. And that way we can keep the water here for recreation.
Yeah.
We're down about 15 feet now. We sure were hoping for an El Nino winter, but it never ever came. Never came.
Maybe next year.
Huh?
Maybe next year.
Yeah, that's what they said the last 2 years. Yeah. But of course, I think it's even more important that we got it up north where we need it, even more so, I think. Yeah. But isn't it hard to believe as you stand up here that we're less than 2 hours from the heart of Los Angeles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like another world.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, it's awesome. And there's so much, right? There's so many different trails, so much stuff to do.
Oh golly, yeah, yeah.
Smile if you're
The Gold Fever Trail, we took that one sometimes. That's pretty fun.
Okay, over in Hogan Valley, yeah, yeah. I take tours over there, and oftentimes we'll find miners, and because they still mine for gold up here.
Really?
Oh yeah, by the dozens, if not hundreds. In the summertime, we'll have miners every weekend, and they always make enough gold dust to cover their recreational expenses. But once in a while, they'll find a nugget. And one guy found a nugget last year. Had to be worth about $3,000.
Ooh.
And let's go, huh? Yeah.
Now let's go by there.
It's a lot of fun. It really
What is that place we went to, Linda, where they do the panning and they have
That's
a
the Big Bear
blacksmith?
Museum.
The museum. That place is awesome.
Yeah, the museum is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, kids like panning for gold
They
there.
made the kids butter knives.
Oh yeah,
butter
they made
knives.
butter knives out of some old metal that they had.
They let you pan for pyrite.
Yeah.
There's cool stuff there.
Fun.
No throwing rocks.
Come in. I thought it was a woodpecker.
I know.
Sorry.
So miners can come up here or wherever, take up gold not on people's property, and they don't have to.
No, it's in the national forest over there in Hogan Valley,
Oh, the national forest again.
and
Other side of the lake. Yeah.
and you'll see mounds,
Okay.
they're called tailings, all over that area there. They just dug and dug and dug. And the funny thing is, these guys would dig. Goes back to 1860, 1870. These guys would dig anywhere from 10 to 16 hours a day, and maybe make $1 to $4 a day, and then go down to Two Gun Bill's saloon and spend it. Thus making Two Gun Bill one of the richest guys during the gold rush.
Oh yeah.
They weren't dumb.
No, there were Chinese up here too, but since they weren't citizens, they couldn't have claims. But they were allowed to go through the tailings, the mounds. Once the miners had abandoned them, they found anywhere from $10 to $100 a day. But they kept their mouths shut. They didn't frequent Two Gun Bill's saloon.
Knock it all up.
What's interesting is the town is named Belleville, and at one time there were 2,000 people living there, about 1,500 miners and maybe 500 gamblers and late evening entertainer types and bad guys and stuff. And there was nothing but debauchery and shootings and hang-ins and every week, you know. But in spite of all the stuff that went on there, this little town of Belleville's in the running to become the county seat of the county of San Bernardino. And San Bernardino County is area-wise, is the largest county in the continental U.S. And Belleville, right over there, is in the running to become the county seat. I had won that election, I guess that would all be blacktop and high-rises and crime and everything else. But it lost the election. We're all so grateful that it lost.
Yeah, no kidding.
It
Huh?
lost by 2 votes. And that's in the history books. And they speculate that maybe one of the bags of votes from Belleville may have bounced off the wagon on the way down to Hickory County. So that would have made a huge difference.
I think I know what sounds like hummus.
Butterscotch.
Yeah, the sap.
Uh-huh.
The saps.
It doesn't taste like butterscotch.
I know.
No, I wouldn't put that on top of the ice cream.